you're doubling it, you're on 10,000. I remember you messaged me saying you rode to $10,000. Well done, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So actually today I closed these trades I was on,
Okay.
and I actually used the profits from here to actually.
What is up, guys? I'm back here again with another one. In this video, one of my students will be sharing his approach to swing trading synthetic indices. He'll also share how he's currently holding significant live profits. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Please note, any information herein is not intended, nor does it constitute financial, tax, legal, investment, or any other advice. I really appreciate you taking your time to share with us how you have interpreted the material from the mentorship to catch such nice trades. You're in a really, really good trade, making quite a bit actually. And hopefully, this motivates the community just to show them that, firstly, it's possible. And secondly, that it's strategy and discipline over everything. Okay. So thank you so much once again. Let's take it away. I just want you to approach to show your approach, basically what you do when you open a chart, um, quickly, and your top-down analysis and what you look for in terms of entries. Okay?
All right. Thank you for having me, and thank you for giving me this platform.
Pleasure.
So without wasting any more time,
Sure.
what I first do is go to my monthly time frame. So that's where I check what's going on.
Okay.
So for this actual trade, let me show you uh, my thinking behind it.
Okay.
So if you can follow me on this,
Yeah.
I'll just mark out my areas of interest.
Okay.
So if you can check where my line starts over on the left-hand side.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I see that I saw that the market it went out of this zone,
Okay.
left that beautiful order block over there,
Okay. So by order,
pushed up.
sorry to disturb you. I believe so.
Yes,
By
sir.
order block, just mark the exact order block. Maybe you can use an actual. Oh, you mean the blue zone that you marked? Is that the order block?
Do you see this red line?
Yes, yes, I see it. Okay.
Yes. On the far left, it's sitting on this last downward candle, right candle.
Oh, I see it. Okay, but just show us with your arrow so that there's no confusion. I see,
Okay.
but just for someone else who might be watching there, just show us with an arrow, um, exactly where you're referring to.
So this candle over here.
All right, awesome. Okay, exactly. Okay.
Okay, let me play this. Yes.
All
So
right.
I saw that the price pushed up and left that order block over there,
Okay.
and then it came back into this zone now.
All right. Which zone? Market
So
as well.
now this is the okay.
I think you can actually use that
Let
same.
me just
Okay. All right.
yes, this zone over here.
Okay.
So I saw that okay, now it's reacting in this zone. So I dropped to my lower time frame. Let me just remove this so that we don't have too much clutter.
Okay.
And then I dropped down to my weekly time frame. I check what's going on.
Okay.
And then it happened that I saw this beautiful, okay, I don't know if you would call it beautiful, but this block here now where my zone is highlighted.
The blue zone.
Okay, maybe I should have just kept this line over here so that we can see where we are.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes, so I dropped down to my lower time frame.
Mhm.
I saw that it's within the higher that monthly zone we marked out now.
Okay.
And then it just happened that at the time I saw this move, I think it was It was on this weekly candle over here.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this would be a nice zone to actually go back to. And then what I did now, I marked out this rejection block over here,
Okay.
waited for the price to come back in or just to touch it.
Right.
And then this is where now I mark out my weekly highs and weekly lows just before we get into the key level,
All right. Just mark them out. Let's see how you do that.
which is what I did over here.
Okay.
Can you see this one over here?
Yes, yes, I see it.
Yes, sir. So now I saw that before we got into the key level,
Mhm.
okay, let me remove this other one now. We don't need it anymore.
Okay.
So this is the key level now.
Yes, yes.
So after marking out the weekly high and weekly low, I drop down to my daily
Okay.
and check how it's reacting or how it's approaching the key level.
Okay. By key level, you mean the high? You mean where it currently is right now, or at the support level at the bottom where the buy move was?
The higher time frame key level, the blue box.
All right, sure. Okay. That's the support level. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So this would be our key level over here. So now what I do after marking out a low, a weekly high and a weekly low, I check what's going on, how it's approaching my key level,
Yeah.
and then from there I drop down to my H4.
Okay.
So the H4 actually gives me a nice view of what's going on within 1 week.
All right.
So that's what I prefer to use and just to see the weekly profiles and all that.
Okay.
So from here, uh, what I wait for is for either the weekly high or the weekly low to be broken, and in this case is the weekly low.
It was broken. Okay.
Yes, and it was broken and it went into the higher time frame key level.
I see. Wow. This is amazing, actually. Okay.
So you see how things are coinciding.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Essentially,
then
looking at
from
the
there,
weekly highs and the weekly lows, and if it breaks that weekly high or weekly
pardon?
low, no, I'm sorry, I'm saying that essentially once a market breaks the weekly high or weekly low into your key level, you'll be looking to go in the opposite direction. If I if I
Yes, when the markets would be selling, I would be going against that.
amazing. Okay, all right, let's go.
Then from here, I would drop down to my H1 time frame
Mhm.
just to show us how things look. Okay, that this view is the best one. So from here, I would mark out my lows and check how the price is moving towards our key level now.
Okay. So by lows, you mean like floors?
Floors, yes.
Right.
Let me just put this here. Let me put this so that it can be visible nicely.
Mhm.
So I don't like to make them too big
Mhm.
because I treat them as a zone and not just that small blue line. Yeah,
Okay.
this should be good enough. So remember, this is our key level over here,
Yeah,
and the price was moving in this direction.
sure.
Let's just do this for illustrative purposes. Let me remove this one. So the price was moving in this direction now,
Yeah.
going into our key level.
Yes, yes.
So what I do is mark the lows
Mhm.
and see how it's reacting at those lows.
Mhm.
This is a bit, how can I put this? It depends on you how you want to put it, but I
Sure.
prefer to put my lines like this. I mark out my lows.
Eh,
It's subjective.
I see.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Okay, let me open this up a bit.
Mhm.
So essentially, this is what I look for.
Okay.
Uh, as the market is moving down, it's creating these lows over here,
Mhm.
and now these lows over here are coinciding with my weekly high and weekly low.
All right. I see. Sure.
So as soon as now it breaks this weekly low over here. That's when I start marking out my lows
Ah, I see.
because I'm anticipating it to react somewhere within the key level.
All right. Okay. This is incredible.
That's when I mark out my lows and just not a lot of not a lot of them, just a few to
Mhm.
see how the market is reacting at these lows and key levels.
Okay.
So now when I do this, I see that okay, after we break the weekly low over here,
Mhm.
the market now is doing this. Remember how it was reacting on these lines before?
Yes, yes.
Uh, yes. So now we're more interested in seeing when it breaks above these lines now.
All right. And retests.
So you see like yes. So like you see over here.
Yeah.
Let me do this. So there should be a line over here because now there's a lot of action happening over here. So this is it, basically how I mark out my lows, and then from there I look at my killer, the lows that we were marking now.
Okay.
Once they start breaking, once the price starts closing above the floors now,
Hmm.
above the roofs. So when we're going down, these lines actually become roofs,
I see you.
and then they become retested. Like you can see here, it broke, retest, broke, retest, broke, retest, broke, retest, broke, retest. But when it got over here, it
Mhm.
closed above now.
I see.
Yeah, so that gave me a sign that after it closes above over here,
Mhm.
and this is all happening within that higher time frame key level.
Yes, yes.
So now I'm anticipating the price to go back to the weekly high now.
Oh, wow. This is like the flaws and
That's
ceiling
where
strategy that you've used for this entry, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, yes,
That's incredible. So this is what allows for you to hold because essentially what you're saying is we've broken the weekly low, we have gotten into a key level. The market is no longer going down, i.e., it's no longer printing those floors, and you've marked those floors and you've pushed them
yes,
into the future. Now those floors become ceilings.
yes,
Market starts pushing to the upside. When the market
yes.
breaks those past floors, i.e., the new ceilings, and it retests, those are the entries, and you hold till the weekly high. That is crazy.
Hold until the weekly high over here.
Wow. Okay. So I believe this is a trade you took. In fact, open your trade because I wanna let's just show us the trades you're currently in at the moment. I know you're reaching $10,000 now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that's still the case. Let's if you can open your tray and show us.
All
Um,
right, let me just show you this one first because this one I closed.
okay.
So if you can check over here,
Yeah.
this is where my entry was.
Wow. 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 That is long for holding. Okay. And show us your live trades now. If you can open your tray. Okay. Wow. All these live profits. That's insane. Just go to the bottom. We want to see your balances and stuff. Wow. So this is a $4,800
Going on.
account and 10, you're doubling it. You're on 10,000. I remember you messaged me saying you rode to $10,000. Well done, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So actually today I closed these trades I was on,
Okay. Wow.
and I actually used the profits from here to actually fund these other trades now.
Wow. That's good. Oh, so I see you even have some that are still in drawdown because you're swinging. You know it will pick up.
Yes.
Wow. Actually,
We can. quickly go to them and see how they're doing.
Yeah, but before you go, please show us that this is a live account. I always ensure, even for my students, that this is very important. All right. There's the live account information. There's your
Yes,
account.
sir.
Yeah. If it wasn't live, you wouldn't have the withdraw option. All right.
Yes.
Amazing, bro. Amazing, amazing. Very inspiring. Well done. Yeah, I think that's really good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
Uh, can I quickly show you the trades that are running?
Yeah, sure. Please do so.
So this is on step index.
Okay.
This is my profit. That this is my TP over here. So
Yeah.
I'm just expecting it to push up a bit more.
Yeah.
And then there's what else is there? Yes, there's 51s.
Mhm.
So this one over here, this was my weekly. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit messy. So I'm expecting it to reach all the way down here.
Wow. And you just be holding. This is swinging on
I'll
speed.
just be holding.
Yeah. Oh, so you right
Uh,
on you're in 51 years, you're in the step index. What else? I see.
uh, let me show you the one with the drawdown.
Yeah, let's see the one that's currently in drawdown now.
Okay, so it's V10.
V10.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
Did a buy
see
or
to
sell?
refresh. It's a buy.
It's a buy. Okay. So are you
Yep.
expecting to buy for a long time?
So for this one, let me show you this weekly.
Hmm.
So my TP
Crazy.
is
This is
over
crazy.
here.
I can see your weekly high and low. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
So let me see. This would be, yeah. So approximately 1,000 for each. I think I have like 10.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
So
Wow.
if I can hold this,
You'll be
I'm quitting
swimming
my
in
job.
money.
I'm quitting my job.
Okay. Yeah, no, look, we can actually. All right. So there you have it. As always, it's important to stick to your strategy and wait for the conditions to align to use it. If you like what you see, feel free to contact me for the list of my services. You can find my contact details in the description of this video. Until next time, cheers.